so that we can take this forward. We are saying we apologize for this delay. It was due to some of the important aspects of the Congress that needed to be taken care of. Therefore, now we are almost, it's 12 o'clock if it's not over 12. So we need to get everybody on board so that we start. What we are going to do now, we will be inviting, as yesterday there was an agreement that we are going to have an item that deals with elections. We will be inviting Aisa or IEC, just pardon me if I'm not getting that name very well. They will be coming on the stage to come and take us through the processes of the items that was agreed on, where we will be doing, they will explaining the process of nominations. And then from there, they will be indicating also, because there must be cut-off time, we will have to agree about that. They will deal with that particular matter. And then from that, after AISA, we will be getting back to the program, dealing with the program and of day 2, then we will be taking it from there. I would request that now, if they are just close by, so that we can move, avoiding in between that we get the singing, because the singing is so nice that sometimes you don't want to stop people singing. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Comrades, some of the logistics, I'm told that the forms were not yet ready. We needed to take that particular assignment, but let's move to the next one. On day 2, on the 22nd today, we are taking the items that are on the program as adopted, or on the agenda as adopted. As it was indicated yesterday, that 2013, it was just a mistake. We're starting from there under the Congress debates, and well, it's no more going to be a vote, it's just going to be the debates on the issue of the name of the federation, the logo, the colors, and the constitution of the federation. So that's where now we are getting to be going. So I would like to invite Comrade ZV for that particular setup to say, how do we? Come again? Okay, right. So I'm told that I must release it to the floor. Comrades, we are dealing with the question of the name. As you'll understand that we have got the registration name that we have dealt with. It is there. Let's start to debate on that particular matter. And please just allow me, as you raise your boards, you will give me time to note you. I'm going to note the board as they come, and then from there we'll take it from there. Sure. Are you coming?
Thank you, Comrade President. Just to capture what we need to do this morning. This morning, officially, we now at the launch, and we're deciding on all of the issues to get married to one another. And we're starting with the issue of the name of the baby. There are 4 names that have been proposed that you'll see in your booklet of the steering committee report, and you don't have to go anywhere. The names are proposed, they are there behind us. We now, I'm sure the chair will guide us to decide on that issue. The second issue we're deciding on is on the logo. There are proposed logos that you have been holding in your hands, in your booklets, they are there. They are all over the hall. We will now need to decide on the logo. The issue of the colors, they are all over. The proposals is in the logo. We want to check if that is a consensus, that we go with the red, black, and gold. Then there's an issue of the constitution, which we will open a debate for comrades to make an amendment or amendments. Yesterday in the leadership meeting, it was agreed that the unions that have amendments must submit them to the operations center. We are now calling on all of the unions with the amendments to submit those to me, and I will submit them to the operations people there so that when we discuss the constitution, we have the draft proposals from the unions.
I wanted to check with you. Thank you so much. Comrades, thank you very much, Comrade ZV. Whilst you were still talking, there were some boards. I don't know. Are you there for noting? Can I get the comrade to be noted? Come again? Okay, let's get the understanding. Why were you raising the board? Comrades, can you just put them down so that we listen, then I'll come back to you to note you. I must also not forget this side, yeah? No, it's fine, Matusa. I'm going to note everybody, please.
No, thanks, Chair. We're rising on a matter of procedure. The issues as tabled, which we need to discuss on, our view is that we cannot discuss them before we adopt the report that has been tabled. Our understanding is that the report should be adopted. After adoption of report, then we shall then discuss and debate issues. We're raising on that on a procedural matter, Chair.
Thank you very much. What was that? Your name again?
Salipsu, Jacob Mlefe, Provincial Secretary Salipsu.
Salipsu. Okay. But comrades, the report is not, the report was presented yesterday, and then it is not yet discussed. I think we need to go for the process of discussing it. So we are still going to be in that process of engaging with the report. Then after that now, the report will be adopted. Obviously, in the form of a procedure, I don't think it's proper to adopt the report before it can be discussed. I'm subjected to corrections, but the procedural matter is supposed to be like that we discuss the report, then we adopt the report. Agreed? Sure. Let me note, comrades, on the matter that is on the table.
Chair, before you raise those matters, my board was up, and I'm rising on a point of before these issues. It's a procedural issue, and it's an area of concern. It's a concern if we continue without addressing. We are going to leave a lot of us as unions very unhappy and to feel dejected and marginalized in this process. So I want to rise on it to make that submission now.
Comrades, can I get, I think before I note for this process, let's get into the matter because it seems to, the explanation still need further explanation. Comrade Numsa? And, yeah.
Thank you, President. On the point of the adoption of the report, we think that you are spot on. There's an assumption that the adoption of the report would necessarily make us to all agree with the report from page 1 to the last page. I think that the Congress, when it speaks to the report, will debate, engage, and it would enrich the report of the steering committee. So we want to appeal to the comrades to appreciate that the report will not be rejected. The report will be debated, and once debated, with all of the different additions, amendments, and different articulations, then we shall indeed adopt the report. So we want to plead with comrades to be with us on that score. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Comrade Numsa. Ditau. You'll come back, comrades.
Okay.
Please.
I'm still waiting.
President.
Thanks, Comrades President.
Sure.
Very brief, we want to support in NOMSA. Procedural, you cannot upfront adopt the report. Because if you do that, it means that you are not going to do anything in that report, you are not going to add, you are not going to do it. You must take exactly what is in the report and run with it. So you deal with the report, you correct it, you amend it, you add it, you do whatever you do. Then after that, if you have put all those things together as a presentation and as a discussion in this conference, then you adopt it as a report it was a report for this conference. So therefore, let us not waste more time because we have been on spot on, right on that. No, we are coming to the report, you'll deal with it. At the end, if you agree on the things, if we have subtracted some things, and then it will be adopted. Procedurally, that's a correct way to deal with the report, not the way that it was proposed earlier on by that comrade. Thanks, Comrade President.
Thank you very much, Comrade Ditau. Comrades, can I check with you whether you are persuaded that that's the procedure that needs to be followed?
Chair, my point is on those ones I'm persuaded. I want to raise a different point that you have not allowed me to, and let me proceed with it. One, as DPACU, we feel that as DPACU and one of the affiliates in this city, one, we feel that we have a concern with the big brother syndrome that seems to be raising its head. You see, the big brother syndrome, I'll make an example, Chair, to say, since yesterday, every time the unions on the left, no, on the right, would raise, Chair.
Sorry, Comrade,
Chair,
sorry.
Chair,
Sorry,
Chair, can you allow us to have a say?
No,
because
I
it's
want to
exactly what you are doing, which is creating a problem. Allow the small men in this house to speak. Stop trying to suppress us. This is our Congress. We want to feel accommodated. Don't suppress us. We want to participate here. Don't suppress us. We don't want to live here with a feeling that, no, we're here only to support the 9+. We were not part of them and caused out to mess up. And we want to come here, Chair, and participate and give birth to a new federation. Oh, I'm withdrawing it, Chair. No,
sorry,
I'm withdrawing that part.
sorry, order, Chair. Sorry.
I'm withdrawing it.
Can
But
I
I'm
take-
saying, Chair, we
Oh,
want
sorry,
to
comrades.
participate in this proceeding as DPACU. And we want our voices as small unions in this gathering to be heard. We don't want to feel marginalized.
Comrades.
Because we are going to launch this federation, and on Monday, you are going to get letters from the small men in this hall to say they are no longer part of the federation because you ignore their voices, Chair. Okay. We're saying this federation,
Comrades, please.
this federation,
please.
Chair, must
Can you
accommodate
please-
the voices of the small men like
come
DPACU and all other small unions. We must not recreate COSATU in another
Order,
session.
comrade, please.
Thank you.
Can you just listen? Okay, comrades, can you put them down? Can you put the board down, please, comrades? Comrade, please. Can we put the board down? Okay. Comrades, look, Amandla. I comrade Masetlise anymore, yeah, man. Look, we have tried our best up to so far. We have worked together, this table, with some of your leadership in the steering committee. We have dealt much on those issues. We don't believe that now we are here to dominate, or one is here to dominate one another. I should think Comrade must withdraw that. it can't be correct. Please, comrades, so that we can move forward, because our intention is here to build the federation, not necessarily that the numbers, the muscles will count. We were working with the affiliates or with the unions in the steering committee. They were treated equally, so I can tell you I was the one who was chairing the meetings always. Nobody was being suppressed. Nobody was given a priority over a person. If we have to deal with the matter, we don't look into the numbers. We deal with the issues. Please, comrades. Can we please get the Paku? I just appeal to yourselves, comrades.
Chair, last night there was a sitting after we left here. And that is the feeling of Dipaku. As a union, we're not saying anybody must accept it, but we're saying we want this gathering to know it for a fact and record it, and record our dissatisfaction. We're not here to please anybody, because we can't be here to come and say things that would please the bigger unions. And if they are unhappy,
Okay,
we must
comrades.
apologize. No.
Look, comrades, okay. No, it's fine. Okay, comrades, thank you. Can you put them down? We agree that we are moving on this matter. We cannot come here and be distracted by some things that are very small, comrades, really. We have worked hard. If I can tell you sometimes what time we were knocking off, today we are supposed to be finishing these things. Let's agree that we are here, we are equal. We are moving forward, comrades. The next item that we are supposed to be dealing with, as Comrade ZV has alluded, Matusa, why are you insisting to talk? Matusa, do you still insist to talk? Because I wanted to move, really, comrades. Thank you very much. Thank you, Matusa. Comrades, we are dealing with a question, as Comrade ZV has alluded, to say we are here to launch this federation. And launching this federation, obviously, we need to deal with the aspect of the name, the logo, the color, and the constitution. But now, first of all, let's agree to say the question of the name. From there, we'll be moving to some of this other aspect, your logo and what. So I want to note the affiliates based talking on the question of the name. Please just try to follow the way it is. The name, we are talking about the name. Don't be tempted to go there until we are done with this particular aspect of the name. Let me note the affiliate is Fuo. You put it down after I've put your name down here. Fau Demausa. Demausa. Okay. Numsa. What is that? Let me take NTN because I can see it clearly here. NT. And okay. Don't worry, I'm still coming, my comrade. Salipsu. By the way, you must understand good, these lights are hitting on our eyes here. Okay, young nurses. Sasu. Matusa. Court. Oh, T-H-O-R. Sapu. Okay. Everybody's noted. Okay, let me take here. What is that? Tasu. When you raise the red book that I don't see the name, I'm going to have a problem, really. Yes? Come again? Sasau. Okay. I'm sorry, the board will be brought to you, comrades. I'm sorry about that. Can I take those comrades? Fuo, the platform is yours. Let's hit the ground and.
Thank you, Chair. First, we would like to appreciate as possibly the smallest union in this gathering. Not once, since before the summit, the 9+ we've been participating, not once have we felt that we've been marginalized, and we would like to appreciate that. On the issue of the name, it is our understanding that through the registration process, the registrar has almost a tick list where he looks at a criteria, and the issue of whether the name corresponds with another is part of the checklist. And I speak about this because I know FEDUSA has raised an issue which we think is nonsensical. And we make this statement to support the name of SAFTU. It is our view that the name has been registered with the registrar. That's already a plus. Let us go with that name. It does not correspond with any other name. And the feeling on Fuo's side is that we should not go around a process of changing a name that will cause us to go back to the registrar because we did not agree about it here. Let us agree about the name SAFTU, and let us rather deal with FEDUSA, and we know that's a battle that we can win because there are no similarities. So Fuo supports the name of SAFTU and wants to propose that it be adopted as an official name.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Fuo. Fau. Nope, so you are noted, my comrade.
Thank you.
No, you are there. Don't worry, you are on the list. Fau, please. Yes.
No, thank you, President. As far we would like firstly to appreciate the innovation that was put by the steering committee in involving the public for participation in choosing the name of this historic movement. We thought we should take and appreciate that first. And we did actually got a registration under the name of South African Federation of Trade Union. And as far we are standing up here, moving to accept, and we say, long live SAFTU, long live. Long live SAFTU, long live. Thank you, President.
Thank you very much, Fau Temausa. It seems I'm not going to finish this list if we are commercial with time.
Ya ne go siame modula stulo le rona kono ka mo Damausa re dumellana le wena le lebitso la SAFTU so a re ba tlo senya sebaka.
Thank you very much, comrades. Numsa?
On a point of exigency, Chairperson, on a point of exigency, it will save our time. As NUPSO, we want to withdraw our submission of the name Ditusa in favor of SAFTU.
Okay, thank you. Comrades, it seems now we agree with the name. Please, with the due respect, not undermining any person, anybody who's in this house. Because of time is on our side. The next affiliate was supposed to be NUMSA or is NUMSA. But if NUMSA can come on the platform, then we'll see. Uguti, how do we go about? Because the list is so long, comrade. I'm afraid to take everybody on one thing. We agree. Oh, thank you very much, NUMSA. Comrades, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Comrades, thank you very much. And I would like to take Amanda. Can I also thank NUPSO for your progressive move, comrades, for that matter. Thank you very much. We appreciate. We're now getting to the next item, comrades. On the names. Allow me to say we have dealt with the name, we are going to the logo, I'm sorry. We are going to be dealing with the logo. Can I use my powers of standing here to say, allow those affiliates that I've already noted here immediately to go on the issue of the logo so that they can talk on the logo because they were already noted. And then it's going to be NTM, the next one. But you talk on the logo, comrades. Unlike starting afresh, noting people whilst other comrades, they didn't speak. Lesanya ko bua fao. No re ke tla le bona. Is it logo? Is the logo, comrades?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes.
Amanda. Yeah. Comrade Chair and the Congress, as NTM, firstly, we would like to deal with the notion which has been raised here earlier on that in this Congress, there is no big and there is no small unions. We are all equal in this Congress with equal voting. Now, in terms of the logo, we would like to go with the logo of SAFTU name which has been adopted now as NTM. Thank you.
Thank you very much, NTM. Comrades, there is a banner here that has got those logos and numbers. Maybe if we can get the camera to project them so that you can see them on the screen, it's going to be easy for you to can take that. And as I said, Tuguti, allow me to use the list that all those people that I've noted when we were dealing with the name. Salipso, you are here, please, just relax, my chief. You were noted earlier here. Actually, it's you who's coming. Yes.
Thank you, Comrade Chair. Basically, as Salipsu, we submit our affirmation on the logo. The name has indicated that is SAFTU, that we don't have any problem with. However, we are also putting across for the Congress to consider the part of the logo. We are of the opinion that black does not necessarily represent the land that you are living in. Therefore, we're moving that perhaps if the Congress can be persuaded around green. As the color to be considered by the Congress. Up to that far, that is the only amendment that we think it's necessary. The rest we are amenable as Salipsu. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, no, I agree. Comrades, let's agree, Guti, we are still on the logo, eh? Please don't be tempted to go to the other ones. Can I take young nurses?
Thank you, comrade. I believe when we planned to come and have the sitting, the idea was that we wanted to come here already having an image. And yes, SAFTU represent us. And as young Nasindaba, there are specifically three logos that has a SAFTU name on them. There's number 1, there's number 2, and there's number 8. Unfortunately,
Okay. What's the problem there? please.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Sure.
The mic has a problem, help me.
Okay,
All
they
right.
will attend to that. Okay.
Thank you. I was saying the technician would have been helpful to project the 3 logos that we have in our banners because they are not quite visible. But the logo that speaks to us as Young Sindaba is logo number 8. There's 3, there's 1 and 2, but 8 speaks to us simply for a very simple reason. Okay, let me not even go on the colors. Just the image behind of that strong fist that speaks to what SAFTU stands for, if you read its objectives, is what we are proposing, comrade. Thank you.
Thank you very much, young nurses. Sasu. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it well.
Thanks, Comrade President. I wonder, Comrade President, if you would not want to flight these logos for the benefit of everyone, so that we then are able then to talk to the same issue. However, having said that, we want to support the proposal by SALUPSU in terms of the country, South Africa, not be depicted as in black. We are not sure whether it reflects the period when we are going through load shedding, because it's very dark. And we think that was a painful period in our democratic life. And with all the mineral resources and all the beautiful country we have, we would support green, given its interpretation. And also we had agreed on, we would support logo number 1 with people behind it and the flag. If I'm correct, it would have helped me to make sure that I'm speaking to the correct one. But however, in the absence of that picture, we support the one with people and the flag behind them and the wheel. Thank you, Comrade President.
Thank you very much, Sasu. Matusa.
Thank you, President. We feel honored that you recognize us. As small as we are, we will make ourselves heard. Amandla. Viva Matusa, viva.
Viva.
Press, we rise as the 3rd largest union in local government to say that we support the first logo as is. Viva SAFTU, viva.
Viva. Thank you very much, Matusa. I don't know whether it's T-O-R-L. Yeah, Thorn, please, just bear with me.
Amandla.
Away too.
Amandla.
Away too.
Thank you, Comrade Chair. Thor wishes to submit its preference in terms of the emblem or logo, which is the one that is on the T-shirts in front and big at the back. And we would want to say we want that one as is. But we feel tempted to respond to why we would want it to stay as is, because there is sort of a notion here that if our country is portrayed black on the emblem, it says something wrong. We believe that as part of our history, there is part of conquest, there is a part of dispossession of our land. And as such, that land was dispossessed from the indigenous people of this soil who are black. And so it can never be denied unless we want to rewrite history. And if we rewrite history, history will judge us very harshly. And therefore, we are saying that it must be adopted, this is our feel, as it stands with the land which is black, as it belongs to the black people, as we say that, and therefore, the issue of saying there was load shedding, which is something for now, is just a distortion of history. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Don. Let me get SAPU.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and President. The name that seems to be giving you problem most of the time is Thor. Just for reminding the next session. If they give you more problems, of course you add an N and they become a thorn, but for now they are Thor.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. SAPO wishes to put its position, South African position goes for the first logo as it is, President, because of many reasons. As you could see, the 2,000 delegates that are in here already have got that particular logo in their t-shirts. So we are not talking on the point of cost, but we are saying we find it more resemblance of the African rainbow, and we support logo number 1. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sapu. Oh, they are not yet done. Ditau. Comrade Ditau, you have to go so far for a mic. Okay. Yes. But it seems to be, try to speak, maybe it will project your voice. I have done that. Oh. Yes, it's there.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Comrade President. First thing, Comrade President, please allow us to report to the Congress that the Tao's yesterday dispute on the issue of the board being unavailable has been amicably resolved, and we now have a board. Thank you very much.
Yes.
On the point of the logo, Comrade President, we think that the motivation given by the previous unions that are in support of the slight amendment on logo number 1, in that we remove the color black and replace it with the color green, with the sufficient motivation given. We are convinced, Comrade President, that it is the right thing to do, that we replace the color black with the color green. We therefore, as the TAU, also formally support the acceptance of logo number 1, with an understanding that the Congress will accept the proposal to change color black to color green. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ditau. Comrades, can I check this? I'm still having a list here. There is a hand on the board that is not written well. Is that the agriculture farm what? No, you are on the list, comrade. Relax, you are on the list. Now it's TASU, and then you'll follow after TASU, comrade. You are noted here. Those that are coming now, I will let you know if you are here or not in the list.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Chairperson Tasu, as Teresa, no Transport and Services Workers Union, we take note that everybody in the house is wearing the T-shirt with logo number 1.
Okay.
And for that fact, it is our view, Chair, if we going to go out with the same T-shirt and we amend colors, we'll be creating as if there is a different SAFTU. We support color, the black as it is, and the logo as it is on number 1. And thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you very much, sir. Comrades, can I appeal to those that are raising the board that on the list that I have earlier, I'm left with 2 affiliates. Can they allow me to finish those? Because maybe we can take it from there. I've got 2 that are left after TASU. It's what you call CW, is it farm? Yeah, farm workers, yeah. Can you come on the platform, comrade? Can you please allow me? I will be done with this one. It's the last part 1 to go.
1, 2. Amanda! Viva SAFTU, viva! Chair, as the Farm Workers Union, Kasau, we agree with the current logo, but we will recommend to the Congress that we should put something in that represent the agricultural workers who was excluded from the previous Federation of Unions. Because farm workers are the ones who working this land on behalf of a few minority who are so-called owners. I thank you, Comrade.
Thank you very much, comrade. The last on the list for this round is NOPSO.
Thanks, President. As NUPSO, we want to agree with logo number 1. Yes. We don't have a problem with the color green, but we are saying if we put the color green, it's going to make our logo to have many colors, which is going to be confusing. So we are saying we are moving for the first logo, which is appearing on our t-shirts. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, comrades. All of you have spoken on the question of the logo. Seemingly we agree on the first one, but the difference seems to be the color. I don't know, do I get it very clear? Yes.
President.
So, okay, sure.
Can we separate the issue as we have separated it on the agenda? We were deciding the logo, not the colors. And it appears to me, and I'm sure that's all of you observing, that all unions that have spoken, except the young nurses, support logo number 1, which is the logo in our t-shirts, which is the logo here in the main banner. If the young nurses who have no second are on logo 8 accept that the overwhelming majority are going with logo number 1, then we have a decision.
Can I go back to the young nurses so that we deal with this particular one? Yes. Get into the mic, comrades.
We are persuaded with logo number 1. Thank you.
Thank you, comrades. We were particularly dealing with the logo. We are now going to take the next one, is going to be the colors. Fuo, what is your take? Are you still going to talk? Can I get the clarity first, Fuo? Are you going to talk on the next item or what?
No, we're going to raise a point of exigency, sort of, on what Comrade ZV has raised. Because we understand the color on the logo to be part of the logo.
Yes.
We hear the part of the colors being discussed separately, but we are discussing the logo as an entity on its own. And
Yes.
the color within the logo is part of the logo. We are open for your direction on that, Chair, if you feel that color on the logo to be discussed as part of the discussion on the overall colors. then we are covered. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, Comrade.
Yeah, just one more thing. We thought it would be wise also if the people who were behind the conception of the logos on the color issue, for them to explain what their rationale is. Perhaps when they put it across, we would understand why they put it across, and maybe we may have agreement on it. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. No, I thank you very much for that, comrades. Because as much as you are talking about the logo, you're raising one of the critical issues, of course, of which is the color in the, what you call, comrades, I don't know, Comrade Zedvi?
If I may just explain the totality of the logo. Firstly, the logo, South Africa, represents South Africa. And South Africa is part of the African continent. This is just a small part of the African continent. And the African continent have a history of colonization from Cape to Cairo. And that's what that black represents. That is a continent that was colonized 400-500 years ago, and the struggle against that colonization continues all the time. That's what that black means. It means that the overwhelming majority of the citizens of this continent are black people who must be affirmed as the people that were colonized and whose struggles against all the visages of that colonization continues this day. That's what black means. Then the wheel in the logo represent the economy, the industries that constitute the South Africa's economy. And they see that that wheel gets turned around by the workers, the motive forces that in our view are the true owners of that economy. The worker with his carrying the flag represent the industrial proletariat. The lady raising the fist represent both white workers and professional workers. The worker carrying the small banner, organized or staff, represent young people. The red represent our exploitation. The gold represent the mineral wealth of our country, and black represent us, the citizens of this continent. That's what informed the steering committee's choice of the logo.
Thank you very much, Comrade Zedvi. Can we now get into the colors as an item on its own? APSA, you noted. FAU, you noted. NUMSA, sorry man, I'm just blaming you. They should have put one screen here because I would be tempted to look this side always. Where's that one? I want to start there, the far. Salipso, okay. Okay, and then Sapu, okay. What is that? Sakosu, yes.
Sakosu.
Okay. NTN. Tasu, okay. What is that? CW. How do you pronounce that one? CW. But there are two boards that are similar there. It's one and the same. Okay, it's fine. You are noted, comrade. You can take your seat. And SAFTU, you also, let me see. Okay, let me note you. Yeah, you are noted, NOPSU. Yeah. ICTU, DITAU. You must get the portrait. I don't see, I don't want to lie to you. But I'll take it, those are the farm workers there. You said you are CSW, okay. Kasau. All right. Is everybody noted? Deepak. Yes. Let's go then.
Must I start?
APSA, yes.
Okay, yeah.
APSA, sorry. Yeah.
Yes. We stand here before the Congress supporting the colors on logo number 1, meaning with the black reflection of our continent. I think with the explanation that was provided by leadership Zweli, we want to support that not yet Uhuru. We still remain a black continent. Yes, we want to acknowledge that we have that green continent, yet we are not the beneficiary of the greenness. Therefore, we support that we remain as, especially the workers of this country, as black, but also as an identity as blacks within this continent. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you very much. Fau.
No, thanks.
Sure.
Chairperson of the meeting. We want to reject, first, President, the notion that white represent purity and that black, as a stereotype, black represent all the bad and the ugly things. We want to reject that first. Let's start there. We don't see any reason to justify who we are. We believe that we are living in a rich country, a rich continent with both mineral and natural resources that have been exploited, and we have been put in a position of dire poverty by virtue of us perpetuating the stereotypes associated with black. We therefore believe that the green color of our own country, our own continent, represent the wealth that we have. They may be, somehow abused by others, but that is who we are and what we stand and represent. A rich country, a rich continent with both mineral and natural resources. It is for that reason that FAO wants to officially second the SALIPSU on the insertion of the green color on the logo as initially or earlier on agreed to. And also to do away with this, perpetuation of racialism or racism, so to say, or racialization of course, on continuous basis, though, of our own selves, so to say. President, we are strongly moving for the adoption of a green color on the map of the South Africa on that logo. Mandla.
Okay, thank you, Fau Numsa.
Thanks, Comrade Chairperson. As NUMSA, we adopt the colors as they are on the logo. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, NUMSA. Salipso.
Thank you, Comrade Chair. as Salipsu, like we initially presented before the Congress, and further supporting FAU, which was in actual fact supporting us. We then maintain, first of all, we acknowledge that at one point, Comrade Chair, we lived under the realm of colonialism. And we further believe that we are a nation moving forward. And we can't forever lament, however, we can't forget. We are in the building process, hence today we are gathered here. They believe that we want to move forward and with a clear agenda. That is what we are presenting. Therefore, we are saying green as it is indicated and as we moved for. As much as, first of all, let me indicate that the main man with the flag, with black in color, argumentatively would represent those sentiments that initially were presented in terms of their blackness and whatever, who are at the current point still at the periphery. We acknowledge that. However, we further submit that the green in itself, it represents those struggles that we still need to advance around the land, around economy, the richness of our country, the richness of the land, which we need to accept, of course. Given such argument, we therefore find not to be easily moved on this particular matter. Hence, we are saying, Committee Chair, we support the green, we move, and we hope the Congress will be influenced around that particular matter. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Salitsu. Sapu.
Thank you, Comrade President. President, the reason why we chose logo number 1 is because we were in love with the colors. So we want to appreciate that the same logo with the same colors be the colors that shall be adopted by this Congress. And we don't want to marginalize anybody. But if majority say so, we go for the colors as they are, President.
Thank you, Sapu. Sakosu.
Thank you, Chairperson. As Sakosu, initially, we move with the color green, supported by the founding principles of the Federation, particularly what has been argued here of non-racialism. That principle number 3 speaks of non-racialism and non-sexism. Furthermore, we say that due to agrarian and the fact that the minerals under the soil and the agrarian reform that is still needed, we want to move with the color green. So therefore, we support and hope that it will be seconded. Amandla.
Thank you. Thank you, Sakosu. NTM.
Thank you, Comrade.
Yes.
I can hear Comrade complaining about the color black. To say South Africa, it is not black, and then it will be wrong to say that it's black. Then, if we have to agree, if you are saying, look, black is wrong, if you are saying that it represents colonialism, but in the same time, there is a black person there. If maybe the other unions that are saying that they do have a problem with the black color, then it becomes a problem because there is also a person there with a black color. But I would say that if we do believe that if it is not in dispute that there was a colonialism, that is what is reflecting. It is not only minerals in which are grey. I mean, we do have gold, which the color is not grey. Obviously, we cannot come and look for all colors that they represent us. Obviously, we are going to just have a multiplicity of colors. Let's just, on the question of moving forward, those who are saying they do have a problem with the black color, they should also substantiate why they are saying that the color black is not good. Not necessarily to say, just vague and say, look, black color is not good, and we need to remove the notion. Yet that is not the point. You need to come with the reason why you are saying that. Yeah, this is not the colonialism. What Vivi has already alluded. Thank you, comrade. We just move as the NTM. We just move with the very same color.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. There's Tasu that follows. Do you want to open another round of noting, comrades? No. Comrades are being noted, but you are raising your board, please. I don't know, maybe there's a point of order. There's a point of order. Can I listen to the point of order, if there's any point of order? There's none. Can I be allowed to continue with the list then, comrade, please? Some of you are here as you're raising your boards. Comrades, sorry. Tasu?
Thank you,
Yes.
Comrade Press. I think our position as TASU, as indicated earlier on, is that we support the local as is. But we are battling to understand the debate. FAU and other unions seems to be saying the color green should be in the logo. That is our understanding. And if that is the case, I hope they are not welded to the view that that green should be where the map of Africa is. If they are flexible to that extent, maybe they could be accommodated somehow, because it is indisputable that colonialism and the historical perspective as said by ZV and Africa today, it still remains predominantly black. And historically, we can't argue with that. But can we really argue with the fact that the mineral and all other issues that comrades from FAO and other unions are talking about should not be covered on the logo? I just want that distinction to be made so that if there's an accommodation for that particular color, it could be somewhere else in the logo, but not replacing black in the map Africa. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Comrade Tasu. The next comrade on the platform is Skau, C-W-A-W. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it very well. Cow.
Comrade Chair?
Yes.
It's Kwau.
Thank you very much. It's Cow, ne?
Kwau.
Kwau.
Not cow. Kwau.
Kwau. Okay. Now we are in the process of learning, comrades. Thank you, Comrade Cow.
Comrade Chair, we are not going to motivate.
Sure.
The position of cow is clear. We adopt as it is, with the colors as they are.
Okay, thank you very much. Saksu.
The position of SAFTU is very simple. There's a hullabaloo today around nuclear energy and everything. And it is the feeling of this house that we will be going green. We'll be starting retrofitting our offices. We'll be starting to talk green economy, solar energy. We'll be talking about wind energy and many other green economy energies. So it's our feeling to go green, all the way, green.
Thank you very much, Saksu. Nupso?
Thank you, Compress. As the position
Yes.
of NUPSO, we support the logo as it is. And we want to add further that
Sure.
the notion that being pro-black is racist is incorrect. Being pro-black has nothing to do with racism. As further explained already, being pro-black is just being pro-black. It has nothing to do with whatever has to do with race. We are pro-black.
Thank you very much, Nopso. ICTU. ICTU, is it there? Comrades, I was noting people here, but there's an ICTU. I don't know, they came by accident in this list. Oh, are you there?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
Kena
yes,
Muhati.
Yeah, President, our view is to accept the logo as it is. And we want to motivate it and request probably FAU to withdraw, because we might assume that FAU is raising the issue of the color green because their logo is green. As lobbying FAU,
okay, comrades,
we want to say to FAU, as when you withdraw and advise your delegates and members, you must explain that.
Comrades, please, can we allow the speaker on the floor to finish the input, please? Okay, let's allow him. Comrades, I see to you.
We must then say, let us be intellectual when we deal with an issue of a logo. Because if you look on the wheel, we talk about natural resources. Therefore, the resources of the country, it's inclusive. You cannot be selective when you look at them. Therefore, FAO should justify such to its members. Thank you, President.
Okay, thank you very much, ICTU. Comrades, look, maybe we need to have, we understand that sometimes one input, you are on the list, comrades, please relax. If the input is being done, we understand that not everybody will go along with that particular input, but let's allow the speaker who is on the floor to finish the inputs. Then whoever wants to come in, and then that shows immaturity, comrades. Can I take Ditau? Then the Farm Workers Union, you are the next from there. No, we must come to the end. Comrade, is it Ditau? Yeah. Sorry, man, you have to take a trip always when you go to the mic. And I hope you don't pay e-tolls on the road when you go there. Okay, comrade.
Thank you, Comrade Chairperson of the session. As the Democratized Transport, Logistics and Allied Workers Union, DETAW, we are in support of FAO to say we are a non-racial federation. We have moved from one stage of decolonization. However, there is one question that needs to be addressed by workers. When you address the issues of workers, you can't leave the issue of land. We therefore say green is the color that will address the challenges of workers, including the issue of land.
Okay, are you done, Ditau? Thank you very much. Okay, comrades. Oh, no, just put the pot down, my comrade. Comrades, can we agree that obviously we need to come to an end of this? So I know that this is a very fundamental and important, but can you please, maybe as we move along, there's no way that we can just continue to note. In the list that I have on that round, except those that are coming now, I'm left with about 4 affiliates to talk, so that we can check the inputs, maybe, so that we can't just indefinitely continue to input, because you come and this one, no, yes, no. We must have the line. But this is a very important aspect. Can I take the farm workers here, CSW?
Amantla. Amantla. Thank you, President. I think that Kasavu will go with green. The reasons is that there's about 90 million people in the countryside. And nowhere we must basically put something in place that relate to the 19 million people in the agriculture, in the countryside. There's almost 900 to a million workers that work on the land. And for many, many years, those workers was excluded. By putting something into this logo, that is an indication that we take them seriously. We take agriculture seriously. We're taking the issues of farm workers. We put the issues of farm workers on the map. And that is why we feel that the issues of land and agriculture must become back, put it on the map, so that we can fight for land and agrarian and for agriculture, so that we transfer the land to the rightful people of South Africa. So our choice is green. Amandla.
Comrades, please. No, comrades. Amandla. Comrades, thank you very much. I said when you like it or you don't like it, please just hold it to yourself. We know we cannot be the same. We'll differ, obviously, like that. Can I take Dipaku? And then we want to check the balance with how far we will come.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First and foremost, to the House and the leaders, as Dipaku, we would like to withdraw the statement that was the motion that was brought forward earlier.
Thank you.
In moving forward, comrades, in terms of the name of the federation, we adopt and second it. In terms of the logo, let's move forward, comrades. It's already there. In terms of the comrades, we also say green, comrades. I thank you.
Okay, comrades, please. Can I, comrades that are raising the boards, can you put them down? Let's agree, Uguti, we are moving forward. And then we are just about to call and check, Uguti, how far are we? Because Sungatis are by a serious one. Demausa, you are the next on the list. And then from there, I will tell you what you are going to do.
No, President, we thought we sat down and listened carefully to all the debates. I think the Congress is quite enriched with very scientific arguments around certain issues, and we appreciate that. And we think that all other submissions that have been made are quite persuasive for all of us to consider. But what we wanted to say, President, is that we, without really expressing a sense of impatience and intolerance, we wanted to propose to the House that perhaps it's what we wanted to have said, in fact, yesterday, that there should have been some guiding rules, the House rules. To what extent can we debate a matter? 1 or 2 rounds on a matter. If there's no consensus, then we should agree on how we move forward on that matter.
Sure.
We are not being impatient, President. We are just saying that there's been a second round, there's been a first round, and there was a second round. If there's no meeting of the minds, we are therefore proposing as the Mausa President that perhaps we should subject the matter into ballot, if that be the case.
Okay. Yeah, comrades, thank you very much. Numsa, sizoyivala ma comrade ngiyagqiba ngalokho. Please. What ilo kanje? Comrades, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Molo, President.
Molo, Tata.
Yeah, we must appreciate the fact that this is an important gathering. It's a moment for us to understand as to where do we come from, where are we, and where are we going to? So that in our exercise here on how do we conceptualize our historic march and the victory that we want, it must be an embodiment of our deepest feelings and aspirations. I think it is good. Let's allow this conceptualization process. But I think somewhere down the line, we will have to have a consensus amongst ourselves without compromising the basic line of march. I think as NUMSA, we accept the logo. We accept the logo as it is. But the issue now is how do we deal with the pigmentation, the colors, in that law, without compromising anybody here in our concept. First, we must understand that this is an African continent. The aborigines of this continent are African. Whether you are in Cairo, you are in Madagascar, you are anywhere else, we have evolved together in this continent. We were evolving and united in the womb of the land, which is black. That's the first thing. We were evolving in that womb, red with our color of blood, the color of our sweat and toil. We must acknowledge the fact that the arrival of the colonialists in that process of evolution, together we became the dispossessed. All of us became the despised. All of us became the most looked down upon. A colonizing Dutch East India Company and the English East India Company made us to respond to their commands and instructions with yapas, meaning that we were subject people. So now, from where I'm sitting, rather than fighting for black or for green as the color, how then do we strike a compromise amongst ourselves that will respond and reflect on the thinking of everybody? SAFTU, it's South African Federation of Trade Union, has got 5 letters. How do we deal with those 5 letters? expressing the complexion of everybody that was said, of everything that was said here, without compromising anybody. From where we are standing, without abandoning our class position. It is our view that let's take as, because we are the working class, we are neither green, nor black, nor white, we are red. Red is our color. Let's take S and put it red. Yes?
Okay, comrades, can we allow comrade to finish, please?
Yes? Yes? The land is the mother of all wealth. Your vegetation, your forest, your rivers, and everything. Let's take A and make it green. It stands for Africa in any way. Let's make A green. Because deep down the bowels of the earth, lies the large deposits of our mineral wealth. Today, the South African gold that is stocked somewhere in London can feed the British people for 60 years. It's coming from South Africa, first and foremost, and other gold-producing countries elsewhere in the continent. Let's take that into cognizance. That F, we color it red. Then T, for unionism, for trade. Because it's unquestionable that the nucleus of the South African working class and the working class in the continent.
Sorry, Comrade Nomsa, sorry. Comrades, please, what are the boards up for? Is that a point of order or what, comrades? Comrades, can you allow, put the board down, please, comrades. Can you put the board down, comrades? Everybody, let's participate equally so, comrades, please. Comrades, I'm going to allow comrades to finish his inputs. Then from there, we'll have to tell you what is it that you're going to do. We can't be going up and down, not knowing are we finishing or are we... Comrade
With 1
Nomsa.
minute.
Sure.
President,
Just
without boring your auditory nerve.
Sure.
The material carrier of the productive labor, what we call labor power, that is a commodity now, is black. It's undeniable. Let's talk to that T as black. Then again, with you, we take red. Then I think all of us here, we will be covered in terms of coloring, adopting that logo as it is. Thank you.
Okay. Comrades, okay, comrades. Comrades, please. I'm appealing to say it's either you like it or you don't like it, but keep it to you, my comrades. Comrades, look, we are now going to... IPSA is here, and you know that IPSA deals with the votes. Then when it deals with the votes, we are, sorry? IEC. Oh, okay, IEC is here. So they are dealing with the votes. So as a table, we want to propose that since we are not getting into the conclusion of this matter, we agree that we create a box somewhere there at the corner, and then we deal with this matter in that particular fashion, so that the democracy or the process of democratic centralism, whatsoever you call it, it takes place. So that is the direction we are giving as a table. Agreed? Thank you very much. Can you put your pot down? Can you put your pot down, comrades? We are going to be preparing for that. I'm saying the matter of the color is not resolved, and then we are going to subject it to a particular corner there, get the vote, and people cast their vote. Then we get to understand. But now, can you please put your pot down, Salipso, please? The ruling is there. We are now going to take the first matter that we should have taken early in the morning. Fawa, I said the balls must be down, please. Comrades, there is a ruling. Unless you are prepared to take another hour on this matter, comrades, really. Vumanu kokelo, my comrade, please. We don't want to be harsh. Okay. Let me allow Fau then, and this other ones to come. Come again?
Comrade Chair, can we note that, please? Can we note that, please? Can we note that, please?
No, comrades, look. Okay, can you all put the pot down? I want to say something. Look, comrades, can you please, can you please listen to each other? I'm saying, as much as I will open for one affiliate, it means everybody must be open. I don't know, have you listened to me when I'm saying that? Oh, so should I allow Fau only to speak and then you don't speak? Okay. No, don't worry, I'm noting you.
Are we acknowledged to speak, Comrade Chair?
Guy, comrade, please. Can I take Anizolandela, my comrade? NTM, you noted. Put your pot down. Salipso, you are noted. Young nurses, you are noted.
President, on a point of order. President, on a point of order, as Nupso want to raise a point of order. President, we have deliberated onto this matter for quite a long time. And you have given each and every individual union the opportunity to raise a voice. Now you have already given a ruling. Now out of the ruling that you have given, Comrade President, you want us to restart again. We are against that, and we are giving you to say, in point of movement, in the point of order, you have given a ruling that IEC is here. They will conduct ballots for us. We're going to vote. Thanks, President.
Okay. Comrades, can we get this understanding? Let's listen to FAO. If FAO, because they don't withdraw their position, no, come on. Maybe they want to assist us. FAO, let's hear, listen again.
Comrade President, thank you very much. Well, President, actually what we are running away of is the area of Iland voting on the matter.
Yes.
You see, actually, the comrade, you mustn't say when we try to build this, because we're talking about the consensus of all of us on this matter.
Yes.
What we're suggesting is that, for now, I think we can pack this and come up with a committee that will deal with this matter. Comrades, please,
Okay.
with a committee that will deal with this matter and try to accommodate each other in terms of moving forward. Other than now rushing on a vote which is not helping us, all of us, you know. And if we really agree to say, let's deal with it in a way that, as we deal with difficult issues, comrade, it doesn't allow us to go and vote. That is what we are pleading on. Nothing else, comrade. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Actually, let Comrade Zedvi.
My leaders, if I can have your attention, the issue of the logo and the colors have been discussed by the steering committee where all unions are represented over and over again. When we arrived here, again, the presidents and the general secretaries of the unions, as they met, reflected again on the issue of the logo and its colors. We had thought that, in fact, there is an acceptance on the part of all the unions that were there that the colors as reflected on the logo are accepted by the majority. Now, comrades insist that the Congress must move away from that consensus. And the only way, therefore, to resolve this is through a ballot. And that the comrades must accept that we are unable to reach at one another and that we cannot spend all of the day discussing colors. So the better way is to allow the individual delegates here to vote on the matter and put it on the side so that we can now go into the next item. A working committee will not work because that's what the steering committee is. And that's what the presidents and the general secretaries are. They were a working committee for the Congress. I had thought that there is a consensus that is not making everybody 100%, but most of the people express the view that we're going with the logo as it is. But now that that is being challenged and that we are unable to solve it because nobody is withdrawing the motion, then we should do the unavoidable. Unless the comrades are withdrawing, if they are not withdrawing, then we must vote.
Thank you, comrades. There was a ruling from the table that is being said by comrade ZV here earlier. And then in that particular ruling, FAO came in to say, no, the ruling is not going to assist us. So, but we are saying there's no way that we can finish this matter. Can we agree to subject this matter to the vote? Thank you very much. This matter is closed. Can I now invite...
We have been noted, comrade. Comrade Chair, NTM.
We were acknowledged to speak and we wanted to give direction on this matter, Comrade Chair.
Look,
Can we be
can
allowed to speak and give direction on this matter?
Can I say, comrades, for the past almost an hour, we've been debating this matter, comrades.
No,
Let us be honest.
We want to give direction on the matter because we do not believe that the table is dealing with this matter in the manner that have been dealt with. And you noted us, Comrade Chair.
Let's take another hour and then discuss. Again, there's nothing that I can do. NTN, we again, Salipso will follow, Young Nesses will follow, Matusa, Numsa.
Comrade Chair.
Okay, comrades. Okay.
Thank you very much, Comrade Chair. Comrade Chair, we would want to remind this Congress that we are participating here, not as individuals, but as the affiliates of this federation. Now, as and when affiliates are speaking on a particular motion, you need to record on the table there as to how many affiliates supported which motion. We wouldn't be in this crisis had you then followed that procedure. Now, the table had failed to address us as to how many affiliates supported which motion, so that we can then be able to know as to which motion was supported by the majority of the affiliates. And I think, Comrade Chair, we should then uphold democratic centralism in dealing with this particular matter. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Comrades, can we agree that earlier on we wanted to give you that particular, actually we're giving you a direction because you didn't agree. But it's fine. We will call Comrade ZV to come and allude to that. I think he was taking notes on that particular one.
Comrade President.
Can we all put our pots down?
Comrade President, you have noted Salipso. Can we assist? Comrade President, we understand that this issue was brought by Salipso into this Congress. It was not FAO who moved for the amendments on this matter. So we wish to correct that. And we note, Comrade President, hence we've been raising our hands on this matter to assist the Congress. And we understand that the work that we do, it is the work in progress. As a SALIPSO on this matter, we wish to say that we wish to withdraw this motion as the sponsor of the meeting. Lastly, President. Lastly, Comrade President, we further wish to those who supported this motion, in the interest of unity and the work in progress, they withdraw or they support our withdrawal on this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are now moving, comrades. We are now taking Comrade ZV to come and give us a summary on the matter, and then we are moving. There is a withdrawal of the green by SALIPSO as they were sponsoring that particular color. We are moving. Comrade ZV, can you come and give us a summary and go?
Comrades, in the context of the SALIPSO's latest intervention, the call that was made earlier by NTM then seems to be falling off. SALIPSO, which moved the motion to go green with the support of the unions that have spoken, and that we can go on because we've recorded now the unions that spoke in support of green. They were FAU, they were SAKOSU, they were DITAU, they were Kasau, and Dipaku. The unions were standing on the other side to say, endorse the logo as it stands with its 3 colors, were APSA, NUMSA, SAPU, NTM, TASU, KWAU, SAKSU, ICTU, Timausa. Comrades, quite clearly, FAU and all of you comrades, in politics, you know there's something called the balance of forces. And the balance of forces is something that happens outside your wishes.
Comrade President, on a point of order.
No, there's no point of order, comrades.
Comrade SASU supported the green. Now you are saying we
Okay,
opposed
fine. It doesn't change the material balance of forces. Can we make an appeal?
Comrade GS, Matusa in the address with a name gave it twofold. And one would have expected you to record it as such that Matusa supports the logo as is. So add your names there, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
GS, you forgot to call NUPSO.
Leader.
We were in support of the color black.
Okay, on a point of order, can I say something?
I'm not sure why NUPSO was omitted, but I know it was not done deliberately.
All right, I can hear Comrade ZB saying the
the accurate numbers according to how we disagreed on the matter of the colors. But we should also consider the fact that there are those unions that were not noted or mentioned.
Comrades,
in the
please.
SAICU supports green.
Comrade, please, can we be orderly, please, comrades? Really, comrades.
Presau also support red.
Comrades,
As it is.
can you please, comrades? You were saying to us, give us the balance, how many workers, how many affiliates, and then so that we can check that. When we are in the process of doing that, please, comrade, if your name is not mentioned here, can you allow the speaker to finish? Then from there you register your concern, comrades. Let us not be disruptive. Really, we are getting nowhere if we can approach things like this. Can we allow Comrade ZV to finish? If ever you supported a particular color is not mentioned, then we'll take those particular hands. Can we please, comrade, put down your boards, Comrade ZV? Just finish what already.
With now the assistance of the corrections, here is what we read, comrades. For comrades who say adopt the logo with the current colors are the following comrades: NTM, NUPSO, they are raising a point of order, Salipso, that is going
Comrades,
to say.
please, I said let's allow him to finish. Note whatever.
Comrade President, let us be procedurally correct. One, there is no motion in opposing the colors as portrayed currently as it is on our T-shirt of the Federation, because we have withdrawn such. So the exercise that is being undertaken is unnecessary. And the exercise that is being undertaken is unnecessary, and it seeks now to portray the winners and the losers. We have unified this Congress. We withdraw the motion. So the exercise is unnecessary, comrades. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Comrades, I'm now going to invite IEC on the podium to take their process. This one is an item that is in the agenda. It's not what we're dealing with. The matter is closed. We are done. We are now going to be dealing with the item that is in the agenda, the election of the national office bearers. They'll be giving us the process moving forward. IEC.
asinalo valo, asinalo valo, lanto siyenzayo, kulento siyenzayo, asinalo siyenzayo, asinalo siyenzayo, asinalo valo, lanto siyenzayo, kulento siyenzayo, asinalo kulento siyenzayo, alo kulento siyenzayo, asinalo valo, kulento siyenzayo, na kulento siyenzayo, asinalo kulento siyenzayo, oh lento siyenzayo, kulento siyenzayo, asinalo valo, asinalo valo, kulento siyenzayo, asinalo siyenzayo, asinalo siyenzayo, asinalo valo, lento siyenzayo, kulento siyenzayo, asinalo lento siyenzayo, asinalo kulento siyenzayo, alo valo, kulento siyenzayo, kulento siyenzayo, kulento siyenzayo, kulento siyenzayo, kulento siyenzayo, kulento siyenzayo, asinalo
And those are the live visuals from Boksburg here in Gauteng, where we've just seen the inaugural.
Ekulendo siyenzayo, ekulendo siyenzayo, ekulendo siyenzayo. Ayba, hey, hey, ekulendo siyenzayo, ekulendo siyenzayo, ekulendo siyenzayo. Ayba. Hekulendo siyenzayo, hekulendo siyenzayo, hekulendo siyenzayo. Hey, hey, hekulendo siyenzayo, hekulendo siyenzayo, hekulendo siyenzayo. Aybo. Hekulendo siyenzayo, hekulendo siyenzayo.
Amandla. Amandla. Thank you. Amandla. Comrades, let's allow Comrade IEC.
I can't. I know how, but I can't because of the position. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Can I have attention, please? My name is Moses, and I'm from the IEC.
And we've been requested by your organization to come here and assist you with administering your elections. I know it's a moot point, but for those that may not be aware, IEC is an institution established in your constitution, a South African constitution, to run elections primarily for the 3 spheres of government, but legislatively for all elections. And our work in terms of the constitution and the law, we must ensure that those elections are free and fair. So as we participate in these processes, we are not an interested party. We just administer the process and provide an outcome that is legitimate. And we always run these elections transparently, free, and in front of everyone else. So which really will speak to the logistics tomorrow. Now, what I'm going to speak to right now, only it's related to the nomination process and slightly around the voting logistics for tomorrow. Because we've been requested to run your executive committee elections. So as it relates to the nominations, what we have decided as the IEC is that we're going to have nominations opening after lunch today and closing at 6 p.m. And there are 6 portfolios that are going to be contested: that of the president, the first deputy president, the second deputy president, the general secretary, the deputy general secretary, and that of the treasurer. So all those 6 portfolios will be contested. So each of the unions here that will be participating in these elections will be provided with the nomination forms. So you're going to get nomination forms for all the 6 portfolios, all the unions here, so that you are then given time from after lunch up until 6 p.m. to then decide which person you want to nominate. What we're going to do as the IC then, we're going to leave a box here, an IC box, ballot box, that unions, when they've decided, they put the nomination forms in that box. So that at 6 p.m. as the IC, at the close of nomination, will then come and pick up the box and go and administer the process. A nomination on the nomination form must first be moved, and then it must be seconded, and the nominee must also accept the nomination. So for the nomination form to be accepted, it must have those 3 signatures of the nominator, the seconder, and the nominee accepting the nomination. So at 6 p.m. we'll then take the ballot box and do the administration. And then in the event that there is a contestation on any of the portfolios, as the IEC will then go and print the ballot papers. So tomorrow morning, at the time allocated on the agenda, we will then come here and present the nomination report. And as we present the nomination report, if there is, as indicated, a contestation on any portfolio, we will then, at the conclusion of the presentation, move to elections. So it means all the voting delegates will then participate in that election. However, if there is no contest on any of the portfolios, it would then indicate that the nominees would be duly elected. At a time given in the program, we will then declare those nominees duly elected. That is despite the fact that we would have given a nomination report earlier. Now, if then we are going to have an election, it means what we are going to do tomorrow, we are then going to call unions. People are going to come to the voting station where we would have set it up, primarily or preferably we'll have set it up somewhere in here. People are then going to be called per union to come and cast their ballots, and then after casting their ballots, they then leave the voting station. Immediately after the casting of the ballot, the IC will then undertake the counting of the ballots tomorrow. And after counting the ballots, we will then provide a result. So what we are going to propose tomorrow then, if there is an election, is that a team of observers representing unions that are represented here, not necessarily all 23 unions. It could be 10 representing all 23 unions, could sit and participate in the process, assist us as the IC, and observe the process as it unfolds, to ensure that at the conclusion of the process, they too are able to attest to the openness, the freeness, and the fairness of the process, so that in that way, it removes any challenges that people might have as it relates to whether the process was free and fair and whether it was legitimate. Really, in short, that is what as the IEC will be doing from today, tomorrow. Key, we're going to put a ballot box here. After lunch, when you come back, you'll find the ballot box here. Key, after lunch, we're going to provide the nomination form to all unions here, and then the unions have that period from 3 or 4 until 6 o'clock to deposit their nomination forms in the ballot box. Thank you.
Thank you, IEC. Comrades, that's the procedure. I think it's clear and straightforward. Numsa?
President, we want to thank you for the ISA and the process outlined. We appreciate the process. However, we're a bit worried with some of the process moving forward. Precisely because tomorrow is the last day of the conference. It's Sunday. We worried that if they come back tomorrow morning, announce that there are contestations, we will have problems tomorrow because it's the last day, it is Sunday. But also, we will not have an opportunity to further engage where there are areas of contestation in the spirit that has been adopted since yesterday of finding consensus. In our view, an ideal situation could be we've been meeting, we've been engaging, we've been caucusing. An ideal situation could be that we allow the process to fill the form to nominate. We have done that in different unions already. We immediately fill nomination forms, at least to give them time to audit the nomination forms. At least they are back at 5 o'clock and address this conference so that when this conference closes today, we already clear about the processes moving forward. Because we worried tomorrow morning we could be in trouble if we were to push the process tomorrow. So if there was going not to be any elections, it would be good that that process of nomination is disclosed, we know. In case there will be elections, it will also be good that we know. But from where we're sitting, we don't anticipate any processes of elections because we have engaged. We think that ballot box might not be necessary, but we don't want to conclude, and that's why we propose that they come back at 5 o'clock.
Okay, thank you very much. Numsa, Salipso, I think you will, yes. Sapu, you noted, and Sakosu, Matusa, and then we are done.
President Salipso supported the motion raised by NUMSA. Thank you.
Okay. Is there any dissenting views on the matter?
SAPU request movement.
Come again?
SAPU request movement. We support the motion.
Oh, okay, sure. Can I get the IEC? Are you going to be in that position? The request. Okay, the matter is done. Okay. Can you? Do you have forms? You will move. Come again.
Look, we'll still provide the forms after lunch and then give them, and then maybe what time do you close today?
They're suggesting 5. No, we don't have time.
It's fine. We provide the forms after lunch, and then at 5 we'll come and pick up the box and do the administration. What we'll do, we'll still provide you the forms, leave the box here, and then at 5 we'll come back and pick up the forms, do the administration. We'll be here with you until you close today. Pick up the forms, and then when we're ready with the report, we'll then request a slot on the program to then provide you with the report, if that's fine with you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, IEC. Comrades, I think if we are left with 30 minutes to lunch, can we use that 30 minutes to lunch to get to the next item? The next item was supposed to be taking is on the Constitution of the Federation. That's where we are going now. So that we can get into that, the discussion on the Constitution. So the floor is open for noting so that we get to the next item of the Constitution. Comrade Zedi? Oh, sorry. I want to highlight the issue of the Constitution of must be open clear. Right down. Okay. All right, comrade, just for some areas that the comrade said we wanted to check on, let's just allow him 5 minutes and then we'll start to note, comrades.
The draft constitution is in your hands. Can you just take it out? We don't have to present that constitution, is what we have been reading, is what you have discussed, is what you have mandates. And President, there's nothing else to say except that the debate is now opened. Yesterday, the President's General Secretaries or Steering Committee agreed that all the unions that have amendments must hand over those amendments to us so that these are circulated to the rest of the unions. But then the decision we took became impractical in that we continued with the meeting until around after 10 midnight. So nobody was in a position to give us the amendments so that we can print copies and circulate them around. When we met this morning, it became clear that two unions wanted to make some amendments to the Constitution. NUMSA have since handed over their proposed amendments, and we now have them. And we are going to ask the technicians at the back to put the NUMSA proposed amendments on the screen. And I will assume that when the President so allow, NUMSA will be given a platform to motivate those amendments. In the meeting today, if my memory serves me well, I think it was SAICO that also said that they have an amendment to make. But then they did not hand it over to us, so we don't have it so that we can put it on the screen. Maybe, President, if you are grateful to them, you will allow them to speak after NUMSA to also tell us what is the nature of their amendment and to motivate for it. But the NUMSA amendments are now on the board, and I think the President can then take the process forward.
Thank you very much, Comrade. Maybe let us start by noting all those who will be coming, starting with NUMSA and SAICO and Temausa, SAFTU.
We are SASU, Comrade President, not SAFTU.
Come again?
We are SASU, security workers.
You'll bear with us because sometimes the combination of some of the words, it cannot be pronounced very well. I'm sorry about that. Can we take NUMSA now?
Thank you, Comrade President. We want to, before engaging in our submissions, we wanted to test the Congress and the table in a process that might fast-track the discussions on amendments. We want to suggest, President, that a small committee or one per affiliate is constituted in a small committee to look at the different submissions from the different affiliates and then identify the areas of agreement and bring back the areas of divergence so that the Congress is then able to focus on the areas of disagreement or divergence. So, President, we want to test that. Otherwise, if it's not accepted, we're ready to proceed to motivate the suggested amendments. Thanks, President.
Thank you very much, Numsa. Can I allow these other affiliates that have been noted, but your proposal is not lost, it's still going to be considered. Yes, Comrade Zedvi?
Can I
For
make,
you are noted.
on a point of exigency, can I make a rider on the NUMSA proposal? The steering committee proposed that there should be a small resolution committee of 4 or 5 comrades who will receive submissions of any kind and do a declaration, including any resolutions that we need to take. And these comrades are myself, Comrade Muhau of Dimausa, Comrade Success of Nupsu, Comrade Kolile Chukega of Chukuga, rather, of Sasu, and Comrade Karl Klute of NUMSA. These are the resolutions committee that will put together a declaration and that will also look at all of the resolutions. Instead of trying to bring 24 people, can we not say the comrades who have the amendments must forward them to us, and that resolutions committee look at where there is any matter that requires a report back and do a report to the Congress? Because I'm afraid the 24-hour member committee will just not work. I mean, we know the logistical problems associated with that.
Thank you very much, Comrade Zedvi. Will I make an appeal to those comrades that are going to speak, that they speak on that particular proposal, so that we move a bit quicker? Because now, if we have to make an input, it means I have to go back to NUMS and allow them to make their inputs. But there is this proposal. Saiko is the next to follow. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it very well. On this matter, that the proposed matter. Saiko, oh, it's no more on the platform. Timausa.
President, we do not think that we are poles apart in respect of the propositions that have been made. But we are sensitive to the fact that affiliates which have made submissions in respect of the resolutions should be given an opportunity, and those resolutions should find an expression within this Congress. So the first thing that we are going to propose is that we allow affiliates which have made those constitutional amendments as proposals, that they be flighted on the screen, and this House be allowed to engage on those. However, we are further of a view that we should also be sensitive to, or more accommodative to, the affiliates which we still want to propose. And therefore we agree with NUMSA, but not for now. We agree with that particular proposal because we don't think it's very far from what Comrade ZV has raised. That committee will then begin to look into all other amendments. I think one of the critical things that we need to say as the Mahusa is that we think that it is critically important that when we leave today, at least there's a draft constitution adopted by this Congress. So we do not want work that will, a constitution is a dynamic document. It's a living document. It is ongoing in its own nature. Therefore, we are going to propose, President, that would want to see those particular amendments that have been made by those particular affiliates that already have them, notwithstanding the fact that the window of opening is still there for the rest of the other affiliates, which still might want to come back at the later stage to do so. So that particular committee proposed will then deal with the rest of the other amendments. The last proposal we are making is that the first CEC after the Congress then be imbued with the responsibility to look into all of that and adopt those and then circulate them all over to all affiliates to try to find common expression on those particular amendments. Relevant.
Thank you very much, Demausa. Comrades, there is this a motion that was, or the proposal, sorry, that was made by NUMSA that we go on that particular committee, but Demausa is bringing to say, let's allow other comrades, the entire plenary to deal with that particular one. Can I maybe, if you can listen, there are almost two motions that we don't want to waste time on. If there's any affiliate that says it supports NUMSA for that particular committee to be formed, let's get that particular understanding so that we move from there. Okay, there's FAU and there's what is NUPSU. Okay, let's talk on to those two. Come again?
On a point of order before you gave the opportunity to FAU. Because our understanding is we are having a draft constitution within our disposal. And it is here for adoption. This Congress should first adopt the constitution, because you can never make amendments unto the document which we haven't adopted. If you adopt that particular constitution, then we put in the amendments. That is our proposal in terms of procedure.
Okay, comrades, okay. All right. Can I get FAU? Yes.
President,
we will, sorry. Comrades, please. I want us to talk on this too, and then we get the way forward. Which way are we taking? Because NUPS is raising that particular point, and then we'll have to also to come back to that. Comrade Fau.
No, President. Let's help the Congress. I think we might create a difficulty for us. If we adopt the Constitution now, we'll not be able to do anything to that Constitution. It will have to be dealt with in the next Congress. Now, that's the appeal I'm making from to the order that was raised, that there be that understanding.
Sure.
That we now have an opportunity to make proposals for amendment and later on adopt the Congress. The cleanup work in terms of grammar, spelling could take place as proposed. But this is how far we would like the process to flow. To a large extent, we agree with what NUMSA is saying. We will not be able to have all 24 affiliates presenting their proposals. If we give that to NUMSA to motivate now, chances are that FAO may want to do the same, so on and so forth. But if you allow NUMSA and others, including the committee that has been there, to work on areas of similar proposals and consolidate that, and then they get presented to the plenary, then that assists the process of managing those amendments. And eventually, in my view, would ensure that we have a process which is quite smoother than the one that has been proposed. So I would like to propose that we step down this issue and allow the submission in that mini committee. I don't know whether it is 6, 7, so long as there could be a platform for us to engage on that. I was inclined to have at least all our affiliates, because we also need to engage each other with the view of converging where we could converge, such that when we come to the plenary with that mini committee work, it has enjoyed a bit of persuasion by concerned unions, President. So that's the appeal we're making process-wise.
Okay, thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much. Faudula Fat. Thank you. Can I be allowed to go to, there are this FAO supporting NUMSA about that proposal of the small committee, but can I go back to Dimausa? There was that particular Dimausa saying, why can't we allow that all the affiliates or the plenary to deal with that particular? Can I get the sense around that before I can allow you, Comrade ZV? There's Salipso, that's, I don't know, you want to talk on the matter? Salipso?
Thank you, Comrade President. We, as SALIPSO, we do support the move as indicated, and further indicated that in our understanding of these issues, what Damausa initially raised, it is mutually inclusive with regard to the point that FAO has raised. Generally, they are in keeping in terms of the general thrust of the motion. On such basis, we then support that we actually adopt that particular approach. It will assist. Thank you, Comrade President.
Sorry, Salipso, the motion of the small committee, that's what you're supporting?
Definitely, yes.
Oh, okay, I wanted to be clear on that one. Demausa, let me, okay, Comrade Zedvi, but I wanted to, I don't know, there is two affiliates that are supporting that we form this small committee to deal with that particular one. We're still having this Demausa having that particular motion. Let me go back to them and hear whether are they not persuaded.
President, we are not adverse to the proposal made. Pax. The only thing that we're talking about, President, which is slightly different from what FAO is raising, is that we are sensitive to the fact that there are unions that have already done work. But in doing so, or in considering that particular point, we thought of the fact that from your presentation, you said it's, from ZV's presentation, that we said it's only NUMSA and SAICU. I think what we are then wanting to say, it's whether or not do we agree that this be flighted now and be debated at the plenary or not. But in respect of what NUMSA was raising was that let there be a small committee that can deal with all similar aspects into it. We are not divergent from that particular point. What we're saying is that NUMSA now, and SAICU, because they already have their presentation now, let us allow them the space to do that. But it does not circumvent the process of us undertaking that process at the later stage through the small committees and all of that. That's just what we're trying to say.
No, thank you very much, Comrade Zedvi.
Comrades, can we agree that the NUMSA proposal is seconded by a number of unions, which says that we must establish a small committee to receive presentations from the unions that have amendments to make, and that this committee will in the main be constituted as the people we are giving the responsibility, the convener, the GS of Dimausa, the GS of NUPSO, the GS of SASU, the deputy GS of NUMSA, and then call on all of the other unions who want to participate because of their interest or because they have amendments to advance to join those comrades. and that those comrades must meet now during the lunch so that they can receive presentation and see whether there is another presentation in addition to what we have on the screen. After lunch, they will come to us and then say, we have met, here are the further amendments, they are in writing. We propose that we accept this, there's no consensus on this, blah, 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 whatever report they're going to give. And that will cut the long process short, Comrade Mausa, in the context of the time. But to allow motivation now and go back to the committee and come back seems to me that it is going to be a waste of time. So in short, the proposal, let the committee meet. It's open to all the unions. Anyone who wants to meet, come join us during the lunch. We're going to go to the guest or VIP dining hall. We will get a table there. We will meet to receive the presentations from the unions. And thereafter, we will come back after lunch to the plenary to say, this is the proposal forward from that committee.
Okay, thank you very much for ZV. Yeah, Numsa.
Thanks, Comrade President, for the assistance from the table. When we made the suggestion of one representative per union, it was on the basis that we want inclusivity, so that we allay any fear that a smaller team would deal with the issues and it might not be well received. We think, Comrade President, it will take more than an hour to work through all of the submissions. For example, what is on the screen is but page 1 of 3 pages. Now, I'm sure with all of the other submissions, we would have to have an elaborate task to work through all of them. And therefore, we would suggest, one, that the team that Comrade ZV mentioned should continue to be constituted as a resolutions committee and for drafting the declaration. That we are perfectly fine with. But that for the constitutional subcommittee, we do get one person per union.
Fine.
But lastly, that the committee be allowed to work alongside Congress. In other words, as Congress proceed, the committee will proceed, and once they're done, they will come back. Thank you very much, President.
No, thank you very much, Comrade Numsa. Come again? Yes, we do agree about that particular aspect, to say this is going to be how are we, the committee meeting, and then all those who are supposed to be there be represented. So, comrades, we are done with this part. We will have to work up to that particular submission. Please, each and every affiliate that has got submission, you will have to advance those submission and have an individual or one person to represent you. Comrades, we are just about to get to lunch as the time given to us. But I don't have so much arrangement around the lunch. Oh, sorry. Comrades, can you please listen before you move? Because you might be going at the wrong place.
You will go to the wrong place if you don't listen. Here are the arrangements at Singereti Hall, FAU, SAPU, NTM. Singereti Hall, FAU, SAPU, NTM. OR Tambo. Sanuthi na uve yenu ni disrupt abanye abantu nihambe.
Comrades, please, can we just finish it? It's very short. You will be done.
OR Tambo, Numsa, Epsa, Kwawu, Dipaku, Dimausa. OR Tambo.
Comrades, sorry.
Now Numsa ivile yahamba.
There is an announcement, comrades, that needs the GP steering committee to remain behind. I'm sorry, comrades ZV, but I'm losing. These comrades are leaving.
Clove was green, Ditau, Fuwo, ICTU, Matusa, Nupsu, Prisau, Sakosu, Saksu, Saiku, Salipsu, Sasu, Tasu, King Shaka, To, YNY, the young nurses, Kasau, the observers, the guests, the leadership. Go to King Shaka. That's the announcement.
Thank you very much. The steering committee of Gauteng, they said you must remain behind. I don't know, there's that...
the one person per union in terms of the constitutional amendments, please come here. We will just remain to agree where we will be meeting and doing the work.